Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Relaxing, as per usual. You know, the usual, the regs, the norm, all that good stuff. That's why I record a quick Animal Crossing episode before we get into doing some other stuff. But it's a weekend, it's nice, it's relaxing. We can do whatever. I've already done my Neopets dailies apparently, so good job me. Yeah, what should we talk about? I don't know. Oh, the Game Awards, like, announcements, I guess, are kind of cool. We can sort of talk about those. Good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow at 7:38 PM on Friday, December 13th, 2024. Unlucky Friday the 13th. But I didn't actually watch the Game Awards. So, I don't know, I guess maybe I should actually look. The Game Awards, who won each category up. Why have I also got, like, a... I don't know why I've done this, but I'm using half and half of... the Joy-Cons I usually use. I do know, I suppose, spoilers for the Game Awards is that Astrobot won overall, which is kind of cool. Because I've heard good things about the game, to be honest. I've never, well, I can't play it, I don't think. It's PlayStation exclusive, isn't it? But I've heard very good things about it. Like, it's a very fun 3D platformer. Would I try? Yeah, maybe at some point. Ooh, Aurora Borealis. Located entirely within our island. I don't know, I can have a quick scroll through the list and see what happens, and then I'll have a mini chat about the award, not just the awards, the announcements as well. Winners, let's see. Who won each one? I haven't played actually most of his games, so again, it's a little bit difficult for me to comment on, but Astrobot, as I've heard, had won. Again, I played none of these games, to be honest. I've seen gameplay of most of them, I think, except for Metaphor ReFantazio, which is a game I didn't even know existed. But still. Oh, well, we can't just scroll down and do it. We had to go to the next tab every single time. They've made it like a BuzzFeed article. Best game direction is Astrobot as well. I mean, the thing with the Game Awards is, like, a lot of the things are all in one category, to be perfectly honest. Sorry, what does that mean? It's more like... I feel like sometimes some of the categories end up getting blurred a little bit because... how should I put it? It's sort of like... because things which make a good game of the year are also ones which make up a lot of the other things as well. So that one kind of gets voted for a lot. I'm not saying it's bad necessarily, but... well, I do think it's a bit of a shame, I suppose, if anything. Because I'm sure maybe there are better games, that were games more fitting for best game direction, but maybe didn't have like such a... I know, good XYZ or something, which would not make a game of the year. I don't know. Anyway, Metaphor ReFantazio won Best Narrative. That's fair enough. Metaphor ReFantazio, I don't know how to say it, is like a Persona sort of game. And it's not like part of the Persona universe, as I understand, but I think it's by the same creators, right? Best Art Direction? Okay, fair enough. I haven't seen much of it, so I can't really comment. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is Best Score in Music. It's like, you got the same core, like, 4 or 3 games, and then you get some others here and there. Best Audio Design, Someyear Saga Hellblade 2. I haven't actually seen much of that one either, to be honest, so... I don't really know. Best Performance, Melina Huygens, maybe? Jurgens? Someyear Saga Hellblade 2. I don't think I know these people, so it's a bit hard for me to say, to be honest. Innovation and Accessibility, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Fair enough. See, this is like a cool, sort of very unique category, right? I don't know what Prince of Persia's done necessarily, but look at all these games on here, which haven't appeared necessarily before. But understandably, the Game Awards is very much like a... I think most people understand that it's... I mean, it is an honour, I suppose, to win an award. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's absolutely nothing, especially because obviously I'm sitting here not winning an award. But I feel like a lot of people tune in basically for announcements now more than anything. It's kind of like a mix of awards and adverts, which I guess is just kind of how it goes. Games that impact. Oh yeah, I remember when I was looking at the nominees and I was like, I didn't even realise the second Life is... or fourth? Yeah, Life is Strange even came out. Crazy, right? Never won. Makes sense. Best Ongoing, Helldivers 2. Fair enough. Definitely was quite a big one. What is this Fortnite icon? Is this the new skin in Fortnite? Hold on. Fortnite new skins. What is this? What chapter are we on? Are we in chapter 6? Let's look at this presumably AI generated article. Oh, it's just like East Asian inspired, is it? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what his icon is. It's like a plushy, happy face rabbit. And that's one looking at random Fortnite skins here and there. I remember when Cuddle Team Leader first came out, and I was just like, what? That's a crazy design, and now it's quite a lot of them, to be honest. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. Best community support. Wait, what? Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't release this year, did it? Released it last year. I was going to say. I guess, yeah, ongoing games kind of like need to be available for these categories, otherwise it doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't have to all be this year. Best indie game, unsurprising, Balatro, seeing as it's one of the actual nominees for the other one. Did Stray win best indie game last year? I don't remember. Animal Wellbeing on here makes a lot of sense. Lorelei I've heard of. UFO 50, never. Yeah, I mean those are all pretty solid nominees. Best debut indie game. That's fair. Balatro, best mobile game as well, fair enough. AFK Journey. Oh yeah, AFK Journey is something I heard about. I saw AFK Journey had like a huge boost, like when it got released. I've now like heard nothing like about it whatsoever. Trading card pocket game. I'm surprised this is on here, seeing how recently it was. I've also not played it yet. Am I gonna play the trading card pocket game? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I did like a trading card game a lot when I was growing up, to be honest. Best VR, Arkham Shadow. I don't know anything about VR, so I'm not even going to comment on these. I'm not really commenting on any of these, to be honest. I'm just sort of being like, oh. Best action, Black Myth Wukong, fair enough. I heard it's a good game. Action adventure, Astrobot, makes sense. I guess if it wins Game of the Year, it kind of has to win in its own, at least one other category, right? Unless it's like second place in everything. Maybe not. I don't know. Metaphor, hold on, I need to like, Metaphor Refantasio. I need to like look more into this, like how often it's been recommended, because I don't know, it's like this highly regarded, you know. That's a crazy looking boss though. What I'm looking at, it does. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. It just does look like a Persona game. I don't mean that as a bad thing, because I hear Persona 4 and Persona 5 are both very good games, but I don't know about the other Persona games, to be fair. I have no clue. Multiversus, I'm surprised, is on here. Rivals of Ether 2 is not on here, interestingly enough. But that's sometimes how it goes. Popularity wins. Best family game, Astrobot. Is Astrobot a family game? I thought single player. I guess it means family friendly, right? That probably makes more sense. I forgot about Princess Peach Showtime. Was that a good game? Did people like that? Princess Peach Showtime. I thought it was like quite nice and very simple. 7 out of 10. Okay, fair enough. Plucky Squire. Heard about it. I swear. Maybe it wasn't. I was gonna say something. Like I thought I heard bad news about it, and I thought about more, and I was like, I'm not sure if it actually was this game, so maybe it's not. I'm not gonna spread false rumors, because that would be rather rude. Age of Mythology, I didn't realize had another game come out. I don't. Frostpunk 2. Do I know Frostpunk 2? Hold on. Frostpunk 2. I might recognize it when I see the. Oh, I do recognize it. Yes. EA Sports FC 25. I have no stake in the sports game, so I wouldn't even bother to comment. Best multiplayer Helldivers 2 makes sense. Super Mario Party Jamboree on here is pretty fun. Do love me a good Mario Party. Best adaptation Fallout. I've heard a lot of buzz about this one because people are like, can't believe Arcane didn't win. But then the general consensus being that it's Arcane, while it's a fantastic show, it's not a very faithful adaptation to the League of Legends universe, seeing as they've chosen Arcane to be the canon lore and overwrite the League of Legends lore. Apparently Fallout is very faithful to it, so fair enough. I didn't really realise Yakuza got an adaptation. I'm so out of the loop for a lot of these. Most anticipated game, unsurprisingly, Grand Theft Auto 6, that's fair. Yeah, these are pretty anticipated. I can't disagree with that. Content creator. I don't know any of these content creators, but fair enough. Good on you. Hold on, who was it? Queso. Best esports game. LoL one. Interesting. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I didn't even realise had much of a competitive scene. I obviously must do, but I just didn't know about it. Those two apparently is a new hero. I don't know who this bird is. Kez. That's pretty cool splash art. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Those, I can't remember what the race is called, but those like eagle-looking people. Best esports athlete, unsurprisingly Faker. Back for his return victory, T1 League of Legends. It was very hype, so I'm not surprised. What's this? Black Myth Wukong. I don't even know what category this is. Game science? What does that even mean? Oh, it's a player's voice. Okay. They should probably say player's voice literally anywhere on this page. Oh, it does in the URL. Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, that's kind of cool. Again, I feel like most of the time in the Game Awards, I don't play these like big games when they're released. So I feel like I don't have much investment in the ones which win or ones that don't. Yes, therefore I do like to see the appreciation for indie games, to be perfectly honest with you. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, I hope it wasn't important. I don't think it was, but... Oh no, I was going to talk about announcements, or games that announced. And again, I didn't watch all the trailers. I've seen things that people are talking about on r/games. I guess we can chat about them a little bit. IGN actually very helpfully edited together a video where it's just like, here are all the announcements which happened during the Game Awards. And I was like, oh, fantastic. So I can look at that. But then I realised I didn't have any context for any of these games. So I was like, I don't know what most of these games are when they're being announced, but still. Trailer discussions. Slay the Spire 2 is pretty cool. I remember it being announced ages ago, and I think I commented on it on the Animal Crossing episode. I was just like, I looked at a new character, and I don't even know what her name is, but like the skeleton character, and then I was just like, she has the sassiest pose I've ever seen from it. Anyway, Slay the Spire, like, I will fully admit, this is definitely on me more than anything. I'm not sure if Slay the Spire is my sort of game in the first place, but Slay the Spire 2, I know like a big part of my hesitancy with it was the fact that, sorry, not Slay the Spire 2, Slay the Spire 1, but I didn't jive as much with the art style for it. I'm not exactly sure why. I didn't like hate it or anything, but I think it wasn't quite like at the level where it would make me go, oh yeah, I want to play this, you know? But I've heard so many good things about the actual game itself, but it sort of was like, this feels like a game I should check out at some point. But Slay the Spire 2 looks like it has some very, very nice and clean animations on it, so that excuse will be gone, and then my excuse will just be, oh, I just don't play those games anymore. But I don't know, at some point I should probably check it out. Like, there's obviously a reason it's so, you know, people love it this much. It'd be crazy if it wasn't a reason. People were just like, oh, you know, playing it for no reason. But I'm not gonna like, a lot of my friends are obviously gonna be very hype about it. Probably. I say, not really knowing, but I mean, Slay the Spire was very, very popular in our friend circle. So who knows? What else happened? Midnight Murder Club, I thought was actually like a crazy name. Oh, I can't remember most of these. PC announcement for Final Fantasy VII, maybe I'll finally catch up. Oh, yeah, hold on a minute. There was also this trailer for a game called Catly, which I was like, this is the most eerie looking game I've looked at. Like, but I was looking at it and I was like, oh, is this like some sort of the indie game where they go like 100% really hard on graphics and like appeal to something like cats, you know, like a Stray, or like I don't know, can't think of a good example, but I guess Stray was the example. But the trailer, I'm not the only one who thought the trailer looked, I don't want to call it out in case it's not, but AI generated. Like, there's one part where a cat was just sliding along the ground, and I was like, this is such like weird, graphically mechanical. It has such a it has a very uncanny valley feel. The trailer, maybe that's the point. I don't know, but I was just like, I very much looked at it and went, huh? Oh, there's actually discussions about it. Hold on, let's see. It's like an NFT thing. Okay, I guess that's kind of the vibes I had. No digital footprint. Declined to say if a game was made using generative AI, so it probably is. Okay, fair enough. I guess that's the answer. An Apple Watch logo? This game's coming out on Apple Watch? Well, that was an interesting, but let's not focus on the bad. Outer Worlds 2, that's pretty cool. Oh, Split Fiction, that is probably the game I'm most hyped for, because when I saw it, I was like, this is kind of cool. I want, like, because when I saw a trailer for it in, like, the medley, which was on the IGN trailer, and I was like, oh, this is, like, kind of cool. It looks like a sort of co-op game, you know. I'll be sure to message it to my friend, and then who I'd play all these co-op games with. And then I found out, oh, it's by Hazelight Studios, and they're people who do It Takes Two. So I'm like, this is gonna be good. So I actually watched a proper trailer this time. I let him know. Also, I found out there's a new We Were Here game coming out, and I was like, oh, fantastic. David Diver, interesting. Oh yeah, but somewhere I was just like, there's a lot of very hype games, I'm sure, if you are part of these, whatchamacallit, announcements, but I've not played most of them, but like I saw not David Diver, sorry, yes, but Borderlands 4, I've always like, that was probably a cool one. Virtua Fighter 4, Virtua Fighter is also probably a crazy one. Warframe 1999, I missed this one. Warframe's one of those games where I'm just like, I always feel like I want to maybe try it out, but Warframe 99, it does look completely different. For one, it looks like these are actual humans in the trailer, rather than like robots or whatever they are in Warframe. And Power World has an update. I don't even know if Power World had an update since release, so they're also going through some legal stuff right now, which is interesting. Oh yeah, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered was announced, and I was like, I didn't know there was a remaster. Oh, no, hold on, I forgot. This is the thing I was most hyped for. Split Fiction is the second most hype. The most hype I am for is Okami sequel was released, and I've only just recently finished my Okami Let's Play and started another Crab's Treasure in its place, and I'm just like, what? There's going to be a sequel to it? Looks absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Definitely going for, like, instead of a sort of cel-shaded style, it's like, I'm not sure, like a very sort of painterly, I was going to say watercolour, it's not, I'm not sure watercolour is the right word for it, but unsurprisingly, it has this sort of very brush stroke heavy style, and honestly, it looks gorgeous. And I'm like, what? Maybe it is watercolor. Now I'm looking at it, it does look kind of watercolory, and I'm like, I'm so hype with modern day like ways that they can apply these very sort of stylized graphics. It's going to be amazing. And now I understand it, because now I've actually played the first Okami and liked it a lot. And like, my major flaw with Okami was like, I don't think the mechanics have aged all that well. It's very finicky, but you know. And also the humour didn't always age that well, but I still like a lot of fun playing it. So yeah, Okami, Split Fiction, those are the two I'm looking out for. And I can't believe it's actually happening. It's genuinely crazy. So I'm very excited. That's absolutely something I'm going to play when it comes out, hopefully, if a series line up pretty well for it. Anywho, on that note, I'm going to round this episode off. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.